Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're all having a great day. So I just wanted to share something from my journal real quick. And this is talking about God keeping his promises. Okay, so I copied this down from Genesis chapter 22, and it starts in verse 2. And he said, "Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains." Now, this is what I wrote underneath it. Okay, so we all know what is going to happen because we have read this many times. Now, I believe the real meaning of this story is that we are supposed to love the Lord so much that we literally love him more than anything of this world. Sometimes that's not always easy to do. But yes, even if he's just telling you to put that plate of food down, even though you are so hungry and you haven't eaten all day, but even when it comes to food, we're not supposed to love anything more than God. There's been many times I have felt this from God. It's not always that I feel I have to give up everything. Imagine giving up food and water to the point where you are so hungry and thirsty and you feel like you are going to pass out, but you're still not eating because God told you not to. Now that right there sounds harsh, but you love him that much. Imagine it. Okay. Now this is another part I wanted to read to you, and it's in Genesis chapter 17, verse 19. "And God said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish a covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him." So God is promising Abraham that he will give him a son. One thing I notice is that God promised Abraham that he will establish a covenant with him and with his seed. So when God tells Abraham to sacrifice him, then he said not to. God really did keep his promise. So Abraham must have thought, well, God, you promised you would establish a covenant with him, but now you are going back on your promise. But guess what? He never did. So I just wanted to share that with you because we all know the story of how Abraham was getting ready to sacrifice Isaac. And the whole point of this video is to teach you that God always keeps his promises. And there might be times when we might be tested and trialed and we might start to think, well, what if God doesn't keep his promise? Or what if I really wasn't hearing from God? Or what if this really doesn't come true? But what that story teaches us is that God always keeps his promises, even when it seems like he's not. So, just like there, God promised Abraham he would have a son and that he would establish a covenant with him when he got older. And guess what? He kept his promise, and when he told him to sacrifice Isaac, an angel appeared and told him not to do it. So yeah, God always keeps his promises. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.